So today we're going to start with package access modifier. Let me create a package. One package called pack underscore A, another package called pack underscore B. Okay, there are two packages. So what is this package access modifier means? So there are different types of actually what package access modifiers are there. What are the different things? First we will see. I'll just give this as A1. My class name as A1 simply. Then I'll have my main function. I make it as public. The reason we will see later. So I have totally four types of access modifier. What are the four types of access modifier means? Okay, one is public. Okay, any variable or a method or anything, constructor or anything, I can make it in four different varieties. So one, public integer a equal to 10. Then again I have integer b is equal to 20. Integer c is equal to 30. Integer d is equal to 40. Okay, so there are four types of access modifiers. One is public, the another one is default. So for the default, we no need to mention that as with a keyword called default. Whenever I don't mention any variable or a method or a constructor without any keyword, by default it understands as a default. Okay, the next is protected. The next keyword is private. Correct. These are the four types of actually what access modifiers we have. Okay, so what is the usage of this access modifier means? So simple. That is, if I give for this variable or a method or something, how long I can access my information. That is what the usage of the access modifier. How long I can access their information. So if I'll show you one. Okay, see, we have public, protected, default, and then private. Okay, so I'll make it like this. This is default. So public, protected, default, and then private. So then I make it actually what? So when it is public over there, for me the visibility is more, but the security actually what it is very less for me. Got it? So whenever it is public, the visibility is more, but security is very less. Whenever it is private, the visibility is actually what very less, security is more. When we come from the upward to the downward, public, protected, default, private, the security actually what increases. Got it? The security increases. But when we come from the private, default, protected, and public over there, the visibility increases. What is this visibility? What is the security means? Okay, that is, whenever it is public, I can access in from any of the package or any of the classes. If it is public, I can access everywhere. But the same thing whenever it is private, right? I can access only in this one class alone. I cannot access anywhere. Okay, that is where. The same thing if it is default. I have one package. In this package, I have these two classes. Only in these two classes only I can access those members. I cannot access those members outside the package. Okay. Then if it is protected, I can access in my class, sorry, my package anywhere on any of the classes. Different package, only if it is a subclass, I can access them. Otherwise, I cannot access them. That's all. So the visibility, that means visibility means wherever I can access them depends on these public, protected, or default or private. Okay, the security, that is only in this class only I should use. I don't want anyone to use it outside those places. Actually, but it is secured. If I want to, I cannot change the values of these private members over there outside of this class. Okay, so we have a different way to change it over there. So those places at all, it's secure. That is what security concerns. Yes. Okay, so I'll give a name for this one to make it easier. So public underscore A. This one is protected underscore A. So for everything, I'll just give a name properly so that whenever we are using it, you guys will know. Okay, so for everything, I have given a name for it. Got it? So now we will utilize it. So all these things are actually what? Non-static members. So first I need to create an object for it. Obj1 is equal to new A1. So now I'm going to access first one, obj1 dot public A. I'm able to access. So obj1 dot protected A. obj1 dot default A. obj1 dot private A. That is, I'm able to access all these four members: public, protected, default, and then private. All these four members I'm able to access. Got it? The same thing. Now, under this package, I will have another class. So this class name is also actually what we will make it in a way. I'll rename it. Okay. So all the members are actually what has been initially declared and then declared and initialized here only. So that means same package, same class. That is, under the same package, under the same class, I have everything. So I'll give a name for this one. So the other one, same package. I'm having it under the same package, but it's a different class. I'll have my main function. Now I want to access those members here. Means what I need to do, I need to create an object for this class here. Right? For the same package, same class, I have created an object over there in this class. Now I'm trying to access all the members. We'll see what are the members I can access. obj1 dot. First is public. Can I access? Yes, we can access. So obj1 dot protected. Protected, can I access? Yes. The next one is default. So obj1 dot default, can I access? Yes. So obj1 dot private, can I access? No. Private is not there. Only under the same package, on the same class, I'm able to access the private member. But on the different class, I'm not able to access. Only the public, protected, and default I'm able to access. Got it? Next thing, same package, subclass. Same package, subclass. That means subclass means what? This is a child for this class. So I'll give here extends same package, same class. Got it? So here again, I'm going to create an object for this class. obj1 is equal to new same package, same class. Now I'm able to access CISO obj1 dot public. Yes, I'm able to access. CISO obj1 dot protected. Yes, I'm able to access. CISO obj1 dot Default can access. Yes, I'm able to access. Scissor. Private can access. obj1 dot private. No. Private member we cannot access. That is, private member can be accessed only in the same package, same class only. This is a subclass. Now, when I'm going to extend from the parent class, the child also will have all these members. So I'm creating an object for the child class now. Now, scissor obj1 dot can access public. Yes. Scissor obj1 dot protected can access. Yes. Scissor obj1 dot default can access. Yes. Scissor obj1 dot private can access. No. So that means even in a subclass also, actually what, we cannot access the private member. Okay. So in the same package level, in the different class or in the subclass level, I'm able to access public, protected, and then default. Only private is the member I'm not able to access outside. Clear? Anyone has any questions so far, guys? That is, what are the members I'm able to access? And then only one member, private alone, I'm not able to access from apart from the outside class. Is everyone clear on this part so far? Okay, why we use these things means so simple. That is, I want to restrict actually what a variable or a method where I don't want it to access outside. That time we will give them actually what, represent them with these keywords over there. Whenever it is public, I should be able to access all over the actually what different packages that is available in the project level. When it is actually what default, I can access only in that specific place alone. Okay, so only in the specific class, package level, all the classes. Private, only in that class alone. Okay, protected in the same package everywhere. Different package means what? We need to actually what? Get them actually what? Only in a subclass level, different package. Otherwise, we cannot have it. Got it right?
Yeah, Murli.
Any questions for anyone?
Murli? Hello? Murli, can you hear me?
Good. Okay, so now still we'll go further. Now actually I'm going to create a new class.
Murli, Devadatta has a question.
Murli, can you?
Different package. So different package.
Devadatta, I can hear you.
But he can't hear me, I guess.
Okay, just message him, no?
Okay.
Different class. Now first let me create Devadatta, I can't hear you. Guys.
Yes, we can hear him.
Others can hear him? I can't hear you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Murli, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Now I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so I had some doubt on same package.
Same package, different class.
Yes, actually, first I have same package subclass. We go to that.
Okay, yeah.
So when we are creating the object 2 for same package subclass, why can't we use private in there?
Correct. Because private is restricted. Private can be accessed only in that specific class wherever actually what we have declared the member.
Okay.
That's what actually what this private.
Mm.
Default, if you see, in the different package level, everywhere I can access.
Mm.
In the same package level, in any of the classes, I can access the default. But when it comes to actually what a different package, we cannot access them.
So
Okay,
Murli,
so
Yes.
in this case, actually, to Devadatta's point, actually, when we inherit the properties of that parent class, it will not inherit the private variable.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
okay, so this public and protected and default and private. So what does that do? Like in public, I think as we can see, like this variable is available for every class. We can
Correct.
access it anywhere. So what is the protected one do?
Correct. So public, what means in my entire project, in any of the package or any of the classes, I can access the public member. Correct.
Mm.
The protected is what means in my same package, I can access everywhere. But whenever it's a different package, only when it is a subclass, that is only when that different package level class is inheriting to this class, then only I can access the protected member. Otherwise, I cannot access in the different package level.
Okay.
Default, same package everywhere, but not outside the package. Private, only in that specific class wherever declared, not anywhere else.
Got it. Got it.
Got it right?
Yeah.
See, now we are going different package, different class. It is not actually what inheriting. Okay, see now. obj1 is equal to new in package. So obj1 dot. Can I access public? Yes, public can be accessed everywhere. And one more thing, if you see, once when we actually what create a object for the same package, same class, right? So it's asking me for input. Why? Because this different package, different class is under package B. Same package, same class is under package A. That is a different package. So whenever we are creating an object for the different class from a different package, we need to import them so that I can access these members from this class. Got it? That's what package A dot same package, same class. So now next, I'm able to access public member. CISO obj1 dot. Protected, I'm able to access? No. Default, I'm able to access? No. Private, I'm able to access? No. Only the public alone, member alone, I'm able to access. Okay. Only the public member alone, I'm able to access. Same thing, different package, subclass. Now this is a subclass. Same thing. First, let me create an object for this class. So extending same package, same class. Now can you see it throws error? Why? Because it comes from a different package. So import it. I imported it. Got it? Then next, I'm creating an object. obj1 is equal to new. Same package, same class. Now, so obj1 dot. See, public I'm able to access, protected I'm not able to access, private I'm not able to access. Only public alone is there. Default can I access? Default also not able to access. Protected also not able to access. Private also not able to access. Only the public member only we are able to access now. But I told you that actually, but whenever it is a subclass, protected member also can be accessed. How means whenever we create an object for the child class, only that time we can access the protected member also. So obj1 dot public can I access? Yes. So obj1 dot protected I'm able to, sorry, give me a minute. Okay, my mistake. It's not obj1, it's obj2, right? I gave wrongly. My mistake. obj2 dot public am able to access? Yes. obj2 dot protected am able to access? Yes. See, it's coming from the same package, same class. So obj2 dot default am able to access? No. Private am able to access? No. Only public and protected alone I'm able to access whenever it is inherited. Okay, when we create an object for the child class, I'm able to access extra member is protected also. Got it right? See, now I'll show you a flow chart. Now you will be able to understand clearly. So what are things we saw? Same class. Okay, same class we saw, same package subclass, same package non-subclass, different package subclass, different package non-subclass. Got it right? Same class level we saw, we can access private, public, protected and default, everything. Same package subclass, only thing is private alone I'm not able to access. Same package non-subclass, again only private alone I'm not able to access. Different package subclass level. Okay, in the different package level, subclass level, public I'm able to access, protected I'm able to access, but others we will not be able to access. Different package non-subclass means only public.
So Murli, actually I have only question about different package subclass.
Yes.
How the protected is allowed, like?
That's what, that is child class is there, right? So child will get the properties of the parent class, correct?
Yes.
So only the protected member can be accessed through help of the child class object, but not directly through help of the parent class object. Parent class still restricts it, but child class, what will happen? It as its priority, right? Through that priority, it takes the child class protected property.
Okay.
Only whenever it is child class object.
Okay, got it. So can you go back to the flow chart actually?
Yes.
Okay, so okay.
So if you see private, we will be able to access only in the same class, correct? Public, we will be able to access everywhere. Default, only in the same package level, everywhere we were able to access. Protected, same package everywhere, different package alone, only if it is subclass alone we were able to access. That's what we saw. Is that flowchart clear now for everyone? This is what we have seen so far. Everyone clear, guys? Any questions? Any questions for anyone on this? Good. Can everyone ping me as yes if you have understood so far? Can everyone ping me as yes if you have understood so far about package access modifier? The main thing is based on our keyword for the variable or a method, when we give it over there, how far can we access them? That is the only one thing.
So Murli, actually I wanted to see, like we have seen at the variable level, but
Yes.
method level, I want to see, because in method we have public and private. So will it differ from there or it will remain as it is?
No changes. See now, I have a public void em1. Got it? Same like that. Protected void em2. Default, we don't need to give anything. Void em3. So 4 methods. I'm just not having anything to print over that. That's the one thing. Private M4. Void, I forgot. All right. So now here, if you see obj 1 dot, I'm able to access M1, M2, M3, M4. Okay. Private also I'm able to access. Okay. I'll make it as to be clear. This is public.
No, yeah, this actually I understood. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
in this, consider in public void M1 public, right? In that, I have a private, say, variables
Where?
or public variables,
In
the
this.
method. So those will be considered as local only, right?
No. What you're saying? You're saying actually what? In this method, I have a variable.
Variable, yeah.
Integer A is equal to 10.
Yes.
This one, in case if it is actually what? Public, private, like that means what will
Yeah.
happen?
Yes.
So whenever it is inside actually what a method, always it's a local variable.
Local variable. So it doesn't have the access modifiers, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Got it right?
Yeah, it's only for applicable for the global.
Only global members.
Okay.
Understood, guys? Everyone? Any question? Anyone has any questions so far?
So, Murli, one more question. Sorry.
Yes, please.
So, are you going to talk about public static also, or?
Nothing. Same. There is no difference on static and non-static. No difference.
Okay. So, public static, if we have, it will
Yeah.
again, whenever it is like, if you see that our block diagram, right? Not block diagram, it's a memory allocation block, we can say.
Yeah.
So in that basically it will inherit and it will take it from public static pool only, right?
Correct.
Okay.
There is
So,
no difference will be there if it is static or non-static. Members usage will be same. No changes on that. Only thing is instead of utilizing with the help of object name, you will utilize them with the help of the class name.
okay. Okay.
That
So
is the
there is
one
no,
difference.
okay, there's no other difference.
Correct.
Okay.
Understood, guys? Everyone clear? Everyone clear so far? Can everyone ping me as yes? I got a reply only from Dabdatta, Jagdish, Sanket. Only they have understood. Others all understood. Cool. Okay. Cool, guys. So we'll have a short break for 5 minutes. Then after that, again, we will continue on the next topic. Okay. Thank you. Bye, guys. Hey guys, so we'll continue the session. Let me just show you what are things are remaining. So we have done with exception handling, package access modifier we have done. So now we'll see actually what how to read and write from the files. That's what we're going to see. Let me close these all. So first thing, I'm going to show you how to read and write from a notepad, okay, or a text file or something. So to read and write from a text file over there, so what are things first we need means we need actually what the location where the file is present. Another thing actually what the extension or the name of the file, that is also important for us. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm just creating one string variable. There I'm storing the location. So always location in Java level, you have to give it in double backward slash. Otherwise, you have to give it in single forward slash. Double backward slash. Otherwise, give it in single forward slash. This is how we need to give it. Got it? Then next, I'm creating a class for the, okay, one more thing. First, we will try to do one by one. So first thing, I'm going to store a string variable, the location of the file. Okay, and then with the extension and the name of the file. Then next, I'm creating an object for the file class. So in the file class, I need to actually what give the location of my file in the constructor argument. Okay, where it's accepted string argument over there. Okay, I'm creating an object for the file class where it's coming from is from the java.io package. So I will import that. Where is the java.io package is present means so simple. Under my JR system library, rt.jar, there is actually what? Java.io. There is a package name called java.io. Here we have actually what? A class name called file. Okay. So I'm going to actually what? Import that package so that I can access all those members in that package. Got it? So we have imported it first. Then next I have a method there. So create new file. So f dot create new file. So what is that? There is a method there called create new file. Okay. So I'm going to create a new file over there. So that is going to actually what give a boolean out as a return type. Create new file. The return type will be boolean. That means if the file is created, it gives me true. If the file is not created, it gives me false. Okay, due to some problems, if it is not able to create it, it gives me false over there. So now this will help me to create a new file. Now it's throwing error. What does that means? It's asking me handle the exception. That is, when we are trying to create the file, I told you that actually what it might or might not create the file. Correct? It might throw an error. Okay, so these are all checked exception. So checked exception means what? Compile time itself, we will come to know there is an exception might rise. Those things can be handled in two ways. One with help of a try catch block. Still now what we have seen. The another one with help of throws declaration. So try catch block, if I want to surround, see, only thing is f dot create new file where I'm having it into the try block. In case if there is any error, it goes to the catch block. The type of exception which is going to raise is IO exception, input output exception. Okay. Then after that, e dot print stack trace, what it will do? Print me the error. Got it? This is one way. What will happen? It will continue the program. It does not throw me any error. Got it? It will capture the error, but program will be executed continuously. Got it, right? The another option is handle them with the help of throws keyword, add throws declaration. So what this will do means, see, whenever the error comes, throw this IO exception. Okay, it's giving me a warning. It might throw an IO exception for me. That's it. Okay, whenever an issue comes, it will throw this IO exception and then stop the program there. This is just for a warning for me. Okay, what does that mean? Checked exception can be handled with help of try catch block, and also actually what we can handle them with help of throws IO exception. Throws IO exception, what it will do mean, it will throw the error and then stop the program there. That's what it will do. But at the beginning itself, it's giving me a warning. You might get some exceptions. Are you okay to handle it? That's what here it will do. Clear? Any questions for anyone? Okay.
So throws is just like try catch, right? It's just
No. Throws is not like try catch. Try catch is actually what will happen means it will actually what handle the exception, and then after that it continues.
yeah.
But throws keyword, what it will do means it will stop the program there itself. The only thing is it gives me a warning at the beginning itself. Now when I'm writing itself, it gives me a warning, throws IO exception. So make sure you handle it now itself. Otherwise, I'm going to throw you an error.
Okay.
That's the one thing. It will stop the program when it comes over there.
Okay.
Got it right? Good. So now let me run the program. Before that, I'll go to the page. Murli laptop, D drive, Murli laptop, workspace, new batch. Okay, I don't have. Let me run this. We'll see what's happening. Run as Java application. Can you see? It has thrown the exception. Throws IO exception. Got it? The system cannot find the path specified. Why? Because we don't have this folder called workspace new batch. Understood? Where in the line number 12. Because it's not able to create the new file. That's a main issue. Understood, guys? So that is what throws keyword will do. Got it? The same thing in case if I use try catch. Surround with try catch block. See now what will happen. I'm going to run the program. See, it has raised exception, but still program continues over there. Why it raised means because I'm printing it. Got it? It is nothing like actually what? It raised the exception and stopped the program. What I'm doing over means I'm using the print.stack trace. That's why it gives me this information. In case if I don't have this, it will not still actually what give me the error information also. Try catch handles the exception and then continues the program. Got it? Throws keyword, what it will do means it will actually what? Throws the exception and stop the program there itself. That's the difference. Everyone understood the difference between throws and then try catch? See, here file created. It stops the program here in the 12th line. Remaining lines are not been executed. Everyone clear, guys? Any questions? Okay, let me run now. File is created. Now there is no error because we have this actually what folder. Now if we go to this place, a new text file called sample.txt has been present. Everyone understood on how to create a file and then why it raised exception before and then it has not raised an exception now. Everyone clear on this part now? Okay, so now we have created the file. Now I want to write on the file. How to write on that file? So to write on the file, we need file writer and then buffered writer. So file writer, if you see, import file writer java.io package. Import the buffered writer java.io package. Got it? So file writer actually what here, it needs the file location, that is where we have stored here the location. Then the buffered writer actually what, it accepts the actually what, the file writer object. Okay, I'm creating an object for the file writer and then the buffered writer. Then after that, there is a method called write in the buffered writer class. Okay, so I have a method called write. So I'm writing hello, I'm writing. Then how are you? Okay, so let me run till here. So what I'm doing means I'm creating an object for the file writer and buffer writer. Then I'm using 2 times write method. And then I'm giving hello, I'm writing how are you. Okay, we'll see what's happening over there right now. It has executed. Now if I go and open it, can you see there is nothing? Because write command will help me to write it in the actually what, the backend file. Okay, file writer, what it will do means it will help me to create a backend file. Buffered writer will help me to write it on that actually what, the backend file. Then all the files which are all written, that informations we can push it to the original file with the help of this flush method. Okay, only when we use this flush method, then only it will go and save it under the original file. Can you see? Hello, I'm writing, and then keep the cursor here. Then how are you? And then keep the cursor here. So how I can actually what, move my cursor to the next line? Okay, always it writes and keep the cursor there itself. I want to move it to the next line means for that we need to use.
Can you please explain me flush again?
Yes. So file writer class, what it will do means it will create a backend file. What is the backend file means? The same file whatever we have created right now here, right? The same type of file it will create under the backend. Okay. The buffered writer will help me to actually write it under the backend file. That is, no one has an option to write directly to the original file. They write it in the backend copy file. Then after that, they push the informations to the original file. Got it? So to write it in the backend file, we need the write method.
Okay.
Flush, what it will do means whatever written in the backend file, it pushes everything to the original file.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, so file writer basically it will take the file from the file location, and
Yes.
buffer writer will actually write into that backend file.
Yes.
Temporary, and then we write it, and then we flush it, means we save it, right?
Correct. Then we push it to the original because the Java cannot directly access the original file.
Okay.
So it will work on with the backend file and finally it will be pushed to the original file.
Okay, but we have given the file location, right? Exactly.
Correct. Based on that file location only, it's able to create the backend file.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it does not know otherwise what file, what type of file to be created. That answers your question?
Yes, I'm good.
Cool. Good. So now, if I want to move actually what my cursor to the next line, there is a method called new line. New line will help me to push it to the next line. Then again I need to flush so that it goes to the original file. Then file written. So write run as application. See now. Now it has moved the cursor to the next line. New line will help me to move my cursor to the next line. Okay, so then I'll write let me come here again. So we have seen how to create the file, then how to actually write into the file, how to flush into the file, and then how to move my cursor to the next line. Okay, the new line we have seen. So we are again going to continue. So first I'm writing hello, I'm writing, then how are you? Hello, I'm writing, then the cursor will be there itself. Then I'm writing how are you. So still now whatever informations we are trying to write, it's there under double quotes. Got it? Whatever we are writing, that is there under the double quotes here. Okay, so then after that, new line, move my cursor to the next line. Then again I'm flushing it. I flushed here, again I flushed here. Then I'm just printing this is a new line. Got it? After moving to the new line, I'm just writing this is a new line. Then I'm printing in the console as file written. Then again flush. Okay, this is a new line that will be written there. Then out.write hello, I'm writing. Okay, so here it will write in the same line because I'm not actually moving to the next line. Then 72 again on the same, after the hello I'm writing 72. So still now everything I given in double quotes. Now out.write 72 I'm giving as a number, not as a string, as a number. Then I'm flushing it. So whenever we give it as a number, it will always treat them as a ASCII code. Okay, so that means ASCII code of 72 is what means. I'll go here. Can you see here? For the 72, ASCII code value is H. Okay, H will be written there. That is capital H. Okay, so small h actually has a different value. That is whatever we are seeing right now is a capital H. Okay, so then after that, flush, move it to the original file. File written I'm doing. Then after that, writer.close, out.close. So what does that means? Actually, what the objects I have created right now. Got it? So these objects will be closed whenever actually my entire main function has been executed. But here right now, if you see, there are a lot of information still I need to execute in case I'm saying in the real-time scenario. In the real-time scenario, after once we complete with the help of this object over there, still we will execute over there. So what will happen? The object memory which has been captured over there still will be there with me. Okay, so what will happen right now? It reduces my performance because I'm trying to create more n number of objects over there, and then still it's there in the usage, right? It's unnecessarily actually what is going to be a problem for me. So what we will do means whenever the usage is being completed, we will close the object memory. That means what? It deletes the memory. So space will be retained for me. That's the one thing. Got it? So unwantedly, we will not store anything. That's what we are doing. Okay, in case we are not writing, what will happen? Only when we execute the complete program, the object memory will be, the object will be deleted. But now it's like it will be deleted now itself. Okay, so right click, run as Java application. Executed successfully. Now we'll go to the original file. See, hello, I'm writing, then keep the cursor there. Then how are you? Keep the cursor there. Then we are using new line, it moves there. Then I'm writing, this is a new line, and then keep the cursor there. Hello, I'm writing, and then keep the cursor there itself. Then 72 in a string, keep the cursor there. Then 72 as a number gets me the ASCII value. Got it? Then finally, we have closed the object. Understood? After the flush, we have closed the object. Any questions, guys?
Murli, I have a question here.
Yes.
So, do we need to every time flush it after every statement we return on?
Good. Real-time scenario, they don't flush like this. So it's like actually what they write it for every 50 lines or 100 lines over there, they flush it usually.
Okay. Fine.
That's what they do there.
Okay. So every time, right?
Not every time. Usually one after 50 lines or something like that. But we don't use these things actually what in our Selenium. This is actually what first when we understand actually what how to read and write from a file, Reading and writing from an Excel sheet, properties files will be easier for you to understand.
Yes.
We use actually what? To read and write from actually what? Properties file and then Excel sheet only. That is what we use it in Selenium.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Understood, guys? Any questions on how to write it? Then next thing is how to read from a file. So simple. If I want to read from a file, what is that? For that, and another class called file reader and then buffer reader is there. Okay, so file reader from the java.io package, then buffer reader from the java.io package. I got it. Okay, so file reader level, I'm going to give the location, so it knows where actually what my file is present. So it creates a backend copy for me. For reading also, it creates a separate copy. Then buffer reader help me to read from the file. So in the buffer reader in the object, as usual, it gives me the file reader object. The same thing, file writer also and buffer writer also do the same thing. Okay, same thing, file reader and then buffer reader also do. See, file writer also gets me the file location in this object. Then that object information we are giving it to the buffer writer object. Same thing, file reader also gets me the file location of the object. Then after, then also the object name we are giving over there to the buffer reader constructors. Okay. Then we have here read and then read line. These are the two things. So read, what it will do means help you to read the ASCII value of the first character. Okay, that means here I'm giving read for 2 times. Now that means what will happen means, sorry, first buffer.read goes for H and then what is ASCII value 72 it will give and then keep the cursor here. Then once again when I give buffer.read, it gets me the ASCII value of E and keeps the cursor here. Then after that actually what I'm giving buffer.read line. Now what will happen? It reads the information from the after the E, then move the cursor to the next line. Once again when I give read line, reads the information and then keeps the cursor to the next line. Okay, after that do we have anything? No, for that it gives me null. Okay, whenever we don't have any information, after that it gives me null. Okay, see now. See, ASCII value for the H is 72, for the E is 101. Then after that, LLO, I am writing how are you, keep the cursor there. Then the next line. Then after that, we don't have anything to read. It gives me null. That's what here happening. Got it? Everyone understood, guys? Why it gives me null? Everyone clear? Okay. So now we have a clear information. Whenever we don't have anything there, it's going to give me null. Okay, null as the output. So we have actually what right now only 2 lines. That's okay. In case if it have actually what 200, 500 lines of code, do we actually what give buffer.read line for n number of times? No. What we do, we give it over there in a easier way. So what we will do means we will actually what use a while loop. String x is equal to empty. There is a string variable called x where the value will be empty. Then here while x is equal to buffer.read line. Okay, the buffer.read line is what? Before we are giving it buffer.read line over there. So buffer.read line, what it will do? It reads the entire information of this and keep the cursor here. Okay, this will have hello I'm writing. Okay, then x, the value is not equal to null. Yes, it is not equal to null because it is having some value. Comes inside, print me the x. It prints me hello I'm writing how are you. Then after that again control comes here. Buffer.read line. It reads this entire information, keep the cursor to the next line. Then again it is not equal to null. Yes, it is not equal to null. Comes inside and prints a value. Then again comes here buffer.read line. Now we don't have anything there to read. It gives me null. Null is not equal to null. No, null is equal to null. comes out of the while loop and prints me file read. Got it? Right click, run as Java application. See, hello, I'm writing, how are you? This is a new line. Hello, I'm writing, how are you? So it's 72H and file read. Understood? Any questions? Yes, yes, Deblata.
So, so this is x is equal to bfr dot read line. X is not equal to null, right? You didn't read anything there.
First time actually what buffer dot read line. First actually what x value is empty.
Yeah.
The next time when it goes inside, the cursor will be there near the top. Got it?
Yeah.
So it reads that information, everything. Hello, I'm writing, how are you? And keep the cursor to the next line.
No, that while condition, you have not written x is not equal to null. Directly you written not equal to null.
No, see here. The x value is there. X is equal to buffer dot read line. Yeah. Okay, that is buffer dot read line. It reads that information, this everything, that it will store it over there to the x variable. That x variable will be the comparison here actually what is not equal to null.
Okay, in one line you have written everything.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. The x value is the comparison for us to here.
Okay.
Okay. So then after that, system.println x I'm doing. So it prints me this. Then again it comes over here. Now this is a new line. Hello, I'm writing 72H. It reads that information. Keep the cursor here. Then it is not equal to null. Yes, it is not equal to null. Comes inside. Then the next time actually what? When it reads, we don't have anything there. It gives me null. So when it comes over then null is not equal to null. No, it is equal to null. Comes out of the while loop. Prints me file read. Got it? Everyone clear, guys? So this is how to read and write from actually what? A normal text file. So this is very important because this is a logic, okay, a simple logic, but it is useful for us. Okay, to remember this is actually what important. We need to get this information. We should not forget this. Okay, good. So we have done with this. Okay, so I want to give some assignments to you. I want everyone to do this. So I want you to create a file and write some information on it. Okay, then create another file and copy the same information into the next file. So whatever it is present in the first file. So just write 2 to 3 lines. That 3 lines of code you have to copy and then put it over there to the next line. Use arrays here. Got it? You have to, actually I should not say this thing, you have to remember this, but I want you guys to try this one. So use arrays and then actually what? Read all the information one by one. Then after that, store the information. So arrays level actually what? You should not use actually what? Not the original collection arrays you have to use. Why collection arrays? Because collection arrays, it gives actually what? The memory location based on your execution time. Because you will not know always it will be 3 lines or 5 lines. It can be more or it can be less. So always use collection arrays for that. Then after that 2 times you need to print null in my file. So that is, there are 3 lines of code. You have to first copy and print the 3 lines of code. After that 2 times I want you to print null. So for example, A file as hello world, beautiful day. The B file, my output should be hello world, beautiful day, null, and null should be finally printed. That should be there. Okay, then verify whether a file is present in a location or not. I have not taught you. Google it and then find it. When you Google it, you will still see lot of information on file reading and writing. Okay, if you have time, go through that. Okay, because why means this is vast. I have explained you actually what? Only how to start. Going further and then do a swim should be done by yourself. Got it right? I want to make sure you guys try this alone for sure. It is important. Okay, guys. Any questions for anyone? Thank you. So with this, I'll stop for today. Tomorrow we will again start by the same time. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see how to read and write from properties file and then Excel read and write. Okay, thank you. Bye. Yes.